Hey everybody, haven't done a video in a little bit because my health has not been cooperating the last few days. I've been feeling really bad, so today I'm going to record what I managed to have the energy to do. I'm going to run the preset benchmark 1080 for the latest version of MSI Combustor, and I might change the thermal paste on my video card and see if that helps helps with any temperatures at all. So yeah, just something to do. So let's and I'm recording it with my phone so I don't introduce any extra software running in the background. I'm not using any capture software on the computer. So let's run it. This is the preset. So I'm trying to find what's my GPU temperature. There it is down there. Let's see how toasty it gets. I forget how many frames. It's been a while, and this is the new this is the latest version of it's the latest version of the NVIDIA driver, so as of this day at least. So let's see, up to 76, no 75, 76. Sorry. See if I can. 77. Yeah, I feel like things are toastier than they usually are. I mean, the card's been around for a little bit, so got up to 77 Celsius. I already got a score. I know you guys guys out there got fast computers, so you guys are gonna have better video cards, better CPUs than me, faster RAM. So I got 2986 Combustor score. So what is it? It looks like it does it keep running as a stress test? I mean, it's still going hard. No, it's still doing a countdown. I haven't run this test in a while, so I don't know how many frames it's gonna run till it stops. But I've already got a score somehow. 60,000 milliseconds. So it's, I wonder how long it's going to run for until I stop it. I don't know, but yeah, look at that. I've never seen this video card get that hot. Maybe my my system fan curve could be a little stronger. I'll have to check that out. That could be something that I modified, because with every new BIOS you got to reset the fan curve, and I might have made it to have it a little bit more quiet. But yeah, I'm curious to see what the what RPM my fan curve's running on. I just don't want to I don't want to hit the escape key right now, since I don't know if this is going to finish its run or just go forever. Like I said, I haven't used the Combustor software in a while, but 79 Celsius, 80 Celsius right there. Hit 80 Celsius. CPU's running at a nice 50 Celsius. CPU's fine. So, yeah, hitting ADC. See what I'm going to do next. Alright, let's get to some video card extraction. Power's off. Yep. So unplug everything. Display port unplugged. Let's get out HDMI for my TV. orientation there, Mike. And my eyes are not so great, so it's going to be hard to see that later for the audio stuff. Mic and audio out. Alright. Rock for my phone. What was that? Internet. Get out of there. Alright, internet's unplugged. Keyboard and mouse. Okay. Last but not least, AC power removed from power supply. Got it. Let that dangle right here. All right, let's get this guy on its side. Let's move this back some. Yep, everything's on its side. Look at that. No lights, dead computer. Nothing going on in there. Alright, let's continue the operation. There. This is what sick people do when they have nothing to do. But be sick. Take this panel off. Don't break the glass. Don't break the glass. It's a rare look at the computer without the glass panel on. It looks like no lights, no glass panel. I wonder if I could get a flashlight, shine it in there. It's a sandwich powered flashlight. Alright, yeah. I guess that doesn't really need the light. I guess it's ample light in here. Alright. See how I have everything set up in there. Give it a little cleaning too while I'm at it. So anyway, let me get the card out. This is taking long. I'm wondering if I should cut the video or just keep it real and show you what I'm doing. I don't know, I guess I could keep going a little more. I'm going to need a butch screwdriver to get the video card out, so let me pause this video. So I got an actual screwdriver to get those thumb screws out. I mean, I could have used my thumbs, but I'm weak and messed up. So as you can see, I have Sharpied my PCB like I complain about in a lot of my other videos. So let me get this 8-pin disconnected. And of course I have this wire tie in my way. I'll put that back on later. Keep things tidy. This I'm going to be careful with. Now, one thing I do is I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but I put a, let me see if I can get a, where's my flashlight so I can show you where I put it. Where are you, flashlight? Oh, here you are. Yeah. I put a clam on the back of the video card. You see that on the back plate? It makes my my 8-pin cable run straight, and I don't know, keeps things clean. It doesn't look like it's just going wherever it wants to go. I kind of like that. Just keep it neat, keep it in place. So let me just take this off. It's kind of stuck in there a little bit, which is good because it doesn't go anywhere. But when I gotta get it out, I gotta get it out. I really should get a headlamp for this because like my eyes are all bugging out. Got it out. Alright, sit that on the memory. Continuously touch the chassis. Make sure you're not putting any static out. Alright, so the video card's loose. Let's find that PCI Express retention clip. Push it down. And pull it out. Let me pause this and I'll get it out. I got it out of there. Let's operate. Get this heatsink apart. No idea how it goes, but time to use common sense. Let me get one of my favorite computer cleaning tools. I will be using this on my case before I set it back up. This is a makeup brush. Makeup brush, one of the best ways to remove dust from computer parts. Alright, so looks like MSI has one of those stickers that if you remove it, you remove your warranty. And just so you know, that sticker is illegal in the United States. You're not allowed to do that. So I don't know why MSI thinks they could do that. I might have to get a better screwdriver for this. Whoop, hold on. That's the chicken beeping. Alright. Huh. These are spring loaded. Nice. Anyway, let me tend to my chicken and I'll report back as I continue. For the most part, that sticker and all of its residue is gone. So let's see. Oh, it's already loose. It's already loose. Whoops. Oh, no. Something's connected. We got LED and fans connected, so I gotta get I'm gonna have to get those disconnected. Safe as possible. Best way to do this. I don't want to break any of these little connectors. I really need a headlamp for this. It's hard to see. Yeah, let me pause it and get a headlamp, and then I'll continue on after I got it off. I just left the fans connected. I got the, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, I got the LED disconnected from there. So that's all I need to do. I don't need to take that off too. Like I said, I don't want to break any of these connectors. I got to where I wanted to get to. So I gotta clean off the GPU, and this heatsink needs to be cleaned up. Get some alcohol. Now, I see I'm not going to take off this panel here because that's there's probably, I don't have thermal pads, and that's probably covering what do you call it, memory and stuff, so I don't have any thermal pads, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Now I know some cards, they have these inductors or these chokes. They usually have sometimes a pad between those and the heatsink, but looks like they didn't do that here. So I mean, that's not the most important part. I guess the MOSFETs are under here. That's where I'm gonna guess they are. So that's probably most important. That's. But it would be nice if the heatsink had right here, this part, if there was a heat pad to further take the heat away from here, transfer it to the heatsink, because this goes down a little bit. It almost looks like it could have been made to do that, but they didn't put any heat pads there. So whatever. Let me start cleaning. I don't know if I should get a cotton ball or yeah, maybe I'll get a cotton ball for that. Let me get a cotton ball. Get back. Back with a cotton ball and some 90 proof. Get some alcohol on the cotton ball. Not too much. It's too much. Squeeze this. Have alcohol all over the place. Alright. Whoa. That's coming right off. I'm wondering if I should, what little thermal pad stuff I do have, if I should put it on the chokes or put it here to make contact with there. But I don't have any, I can't remember if the GPU's, the sensor, well, the sensors are picked up for the VRMs, for the video card. I can't remember. So the only thing I do remember is the thermals for the actual GPU, so I won't be able to see if I'd be benefiting from that. I should have got a Q-tip too, to clean up the sides, but it's okay. As long as it's off the top, it doesn't matter the sides. Alright, this cotton ball's just about done because it's dirty. I don't want to leave any cotton fibers on this thing, so throw that cotton ball out. Let me get some toilet paper. Some toilet paper. I can't even, oh, look at that. You can see that. What do we got here? We got, let's see if I pick that up. Whoops. Sorry. This is what trashy equipment. That is TU-106 410A1. Sounds about right. Let's get this back up. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna put this headlamp back on my head for my blind ass so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, that's good enough. It's clean. There's no dust. This is clean, there's no dust. Make sure. Ah! Missed the garbage can. Try again. Get a piece of plastic because I have my way of applying thermal paste that you guys are not going to like, but it's the method I use. Alright, so let me just get a little bit more. Nah, that should be good. I didn't touch that. So now the only thing I'm worried about, I got this old stuff right here. This thermal pad stuff. I'm wondering if I should put it here to make contact with, like, I don't know if that touches that though. I'm gonna find out right now. Let me see. Let me sandwich this on there. See how that looks. See if that's lined up. It's kind of lined up. I'll have to flip it upside down, but let me see what I want to see if this will make contact with that. If I put a thermal pad there, would it even touch? Would it even touch? Nope. That ain't even gonna touch unless I put really thick thermal pad there. That looks like, it looks like, damn, might need like a 2 millimeters of pad right there if I wanted to make that happen, so I ain't got that. This stuff's like 0.5 millimeters thick, so I would have to throw four of those on top of each other to make that work, which I could probably try it. I mean, what am I using this stuff for? I don't even know why I have it. Maybe I should try it. Let me see. Crack this open. You only live once. Use the stuff you got. Let's see if I can. Oh man, peeling this stuff. I'm never gonna get this peeled. Hey, got one side peeled. Let's try the other side. Yeah, I wish I had some thick. Peel on the other side. Got it. Wish I had some thick stuff. If I do this, fold it like that, that should make it, and then stretch it out. Like gum. Like I said, I don't care. You only live once. Do it. Let's add some VRM heatsink transfer. I know my fingers ain't clean, but I did have alcohol on them, so it's better than nothing. And I want that to stick on there. So let me see if that's gonna actually make contact now. Yes, I know none of this stuff's necessary. I'm just playing. Sick out of my mind. What am I gonna do? Let's see if I push that down. That looks like that's making contact in there. Let me see if I can get that. How can I make it so you can see the blue stuff? It's like right under this choke right here. No, I can't. Yeah, I guess you can. Let me see if it's making contact. I guess if it was making contact, if it was really smushing, there's a little indentation right here. I should be able to see that. So if I push down hard and if I don't see that indentation right there, that means it's not touching. So that means I don't need that there because that's not helping. Let's test. Let's apply some pressure. 10 screws are in there. Screws are in there. Oh, yeah, I'll take this like that. There we go. 10 of the screws are in there. Would that be making contact? Let's see. Let's take it off and see if that indentation, that thing shows up. There's like a little bit of a line right there. It might. So hard to tell. I wonder if I should just put it between the chokes. I don't know. Do the chokes get hot? I don't know. Who cares about the chokes, right? All chokes are passively cooled. And plus, I might even want the fan's air going through there instead of blocking that. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I'd rather have the fan's air getting down there because, you know, they're passively cooled on your motherboard. Why would I want to put this there and block the air that's getting to the chokes? I'd rather have this hopefully make contact with the I believe the MOSFETs are right under there. I don't think the MOSFETs are on this side. I think this is all RAM around there. So yeah, that's where I want this stuff to get. I'm wondering if I should make this even thicker. Let me just try one more time and see if it's touching. You know why you got the video card apart, right? Make sure you're doing it right? See that? Man, my lamp's loose on my head. Alright, is that on there? Let's see. That looks like it's touching. I might leave that. Looks like it's touching. I gotta do this though. I think that's making contact. I can't tell though. Definitely looks like it's touching. So I might leave that there. That might help take a little heat away from those MOSFETs when they get going. And this does look like it's warping a little bit, so it's probably touching. I wonder if I should just overlap it again to make nah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Let's put the goober on there. So the way I like to do it, and everybody cries the way people do it because they don't like the way people do it, but I like to put on as little as humanly possible. That's how I do it. I don't like lots of thermal compound. So that's how I do it. The smallest amount humanly possible. And it's worked for me for many years. Ah, my plastic's all messed up, man. I need a new piece of plastic. Hold on. Uh, Plastic bag. That's how I do it. Alright, let's put a tiny bit on the actual GPU. And then I'll take away the extra. See, even that's too much. I don't like a lot. I don't like a lot. To me, the objective is to get as little as humanly possible on there. That's the way I like to do it. Alright. And of course this is going to smush on there, so it's just going to be fine. But I want us to take off some of this extra, it's too much. See if I can sop some up. Use the plastic to take some up. More plastic. I got some on my finger. Lame. Wipe that off with a little alcohol. Bueno, got it. Yeah. Making my finger thing. Yeah, it didn't come with a spreader, but I don't need the spreader. Alright. That works. Once I plop it down, it's gonna squeeze down anyway, so let's get this on there. I gotta put this like this because I do have that thing on the back of it. So it's hard for me to lay it down flat. Alright. This is gonna be the hard part, getting this thing back in. Oh! My silicone wants to come off. No, you stay right there. Whoop. No, that's gonna move around if I do it like that. Let me put it back here. Stay. Alright. Maybe I should do this in reverse order? No, that's gonna be hard to do that way. It's gonna be hard to keep that silicone there and put this on at the same time, but gotta try. Alright. Let me try to do this hard part. Get this connected. And my eyes are not built for this, that's for sure. It's hard to see. Got it. Alright, LED's connected. Let me see if my silicone fell off. Nope, silicone's still there. Line this up. Almost there. Hold on a second. I'll put it back on camera in a second. I just gotta get this lined up perfect. Alright, that looks lined up. Make sure my thermal pad's in place. It is. Alright. Alright, this all looks lined up. Let's put this back, screw this back together. I'm going to see if I could tighten these down really hard too, so the contacts maximum. I'm putting them in loose first, and I'll tweak them all down. Get them kind of taut. Alright, now I want to that's connected. I don't need to Sharpie this side of the PCB because nobody sees that. I just did this side right here and that side, all the parts that you see. So anyway, let me go ahead and tighten these up as much as I can without stripping. It should be really tight now. Put away my alcohol. Okay. Yeah. Put this down for a second. Alright, what was I gonna do? Just making sure. Let me get one more look at that now that everything's all tightened down. Let's see if that thermal stuff it's in there. I think it's touching. But it's not gonna do anything. But it doesn't matter. Just one more, make sure, tight, 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 tight. Let me get some of my fingerprints off this thing. Give the shroud a little wipe too. Alright. Looks clean, looks good. Didn't touch any of the PCI Express contacts, so I don't have to worry about any residue on there. Let me go get this thing put back into the case. Let's see if I can bring you along for that. Keep this all one part. Let me close this first. Can't even close. What's it called? Alright, this is nice and tight. Let that guy sit there for a second while I take the panel off. I put the glass on top to keep the dust out, even though I'm going to wipe it. Yeah, I'm going to clean it. What is that? Something on the floor outside. Yeah, whatever. It ain't important. Now let's bring this up so y'all can see. Some weird ass music. Alright. Put this bad boy back in there. Now, I love, like I've said this in my other videos, but I love that MSI does this. This bracket right here, a lot of other cards, they don't have that. But MSI puts that there, and it really, like, your card doesn't sag at all with that thing there. I don't know if the other guys are doing it now, but I've noticed that about MSI. It's I don't know, I like that. Sorry about the camera angle, I know it sucks. Right, so this is in there nice and firm. Put in my thumb screws. I don't care how long it takes me to do this, so I don't want to drop it in there. Like I said, I got bad OCD, so. If I seem like I'm over meticulous, it's because of one of my old jobs was presentation was a major thing. So yeah, like that's what I'm used to, like making sure things are perpendicular and all that stuff. I could just do these with my thumb, but I like to give them a little tweak with the screwdriver. Why? No reason, just dumb. Right, what's the sense of having a thumb screw? If you're not going to do it with your thumbs, just make it nice and firm. Nothing too much. I don't want to torque it down too much. This screwdriver with this grip gives me a lot of torque, gives me a lot of power. One time I was removing the car seats from one of my old cars, in the back when I was installing the audio system, and the ratchet, it gave me so much torque that I broke one of the 10mm bolts right off, and I had to drill that out, tap it with something bigger, and put a bigger thing in there. Alright, so let's plug this back in. Come on, 8-pin, get in there. Alright, 8 pins plugged back in. Let's put this back into its guide that I put on top of the card. If I can. Let me make sure that's straight. Alright, let's put my brace back on. Don't even need that anymore because it's like the copper's been trained, so it doesn't even need to be there anymore. But keep it there anyway. Alright, so now let me show you how I like to. Am I forgetting anything? I hope not. And let me show you how I like to clean the computer. Just to stand it up. This is a long video of stupid shit. Anybody who's watching this, you're too kind, you're too kind. So I'm not alone. I'm not alone. You watching with me, watching me do stupid stuff when I should be getting healthy and getting a job, but I have nothing better to do. So, alright, so let me move this down a little bit. I think that's good, right there. Pan out a little bit. So what I like to do is, see, you see dust down there? Look at that dust. So there's many ways I could get rid of that. I could get rid of that with a Swiffer, because that'll pick the dust right up. It is, well, they say more than one way to skin a cat or something like that. So yeah, I got the Swiffer. I'm going to see if I could grab as much of that dust as I can. I also like to break it up with the, hold on. Break up some of that dust with the makeup brush. Get some of this dust off the top of the heatsink. Hard to reach spots. Do a lot of blowing. Okay. Old Seasonic case badge. I made those case badges by myself. If you want me to show you how to do that, I can make a video about that. It's kind of easy to do, but you need the right things to do it. A little creativity. Get some of these dust off this connectors. Some deep dust in there. Computer's a few years old, so it's gonna be dust. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it's an old computer, so. This kind of stuff I wish I would be doing with my, well, this ain't fun to do for my son, but anything's fun with my son. So see, you get some dust that landed on top of the back plate. Can I see the what's it called from here? Oh yeah, I can see it from here. The what's it called? It looks like it's close to touching. If it was a little thicker, I'd feel a little bit better. But that what's it called in there? Looks like it's making contact, just barely though. That thermal pad. I already cleaned off camera. I cleaned the front filter and the bottom filter already, so it's just removing dust that's gonna get picked up and show up on the glass. That's another thing, man. I'm glad I got a glass instead of, what is the Cooler Master box? It's got plexi. Man, plexi and acrylic. That stuff looks disgusting, man. With the dust, you can't get rid of that Novus and all that other stuff that's supposed to keep that from happening. All that, you'd have to treat it with like some kind of dust blocker or something like that, because otherwise you're gonna have dust no matter what you do. You're gonna have dust on your transparent panel side. All right, for the most part, just make sure I got most of the dust off the heatsink. Yeah, this isn't like the most thorough cleaning. People who have access to what is it called? Compressor. That's the way to go. Compressor. That's the best way to clean your computer. Alright, let me get a little bit of air. I hate that this thing always flies off. See? This red thing never stays on there. It's like, it's made for this can, right? Stay on there. You're not going to get all the dust away, so hit the visible parts. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, so. Fun. Let's put the side panel back on. My sock's falling off. Sucks. Now, the glass, I don't think well, maybe I should give the glass a quick wiping while I have it. Problem is, it's really not dusty, so I think the glass is fine the way it is. Let me put it on there. And I like that it has this this white border, so really, like, you know, that you don't have to put gloves on. I mean, you're gonna have some marks from your fingers, but that white border is gonna hide it for you. So. That one's not lining up good. Let me put this one in first. This is where you guys who have the dark flash case with the hinge, you guys got it made. This is one of the only drawbacks to this case. I mean, no case is perfect, but this one's pretty close. But Wish there was a nicer way to do this. I mean, it's not that bad. I'm not complaining too much. I'm just saying it could be better, right? With the dark flash, you get the hinge. Put that one there. A lot of this dust, small amounts of dust that's on here, is it? Mostly, it's mostly all on the outsides, which is great. Brush it away. Brush it away. Tweak these down. Not too tight. Never too tight with glass. That's good. That's good. Try to get them all the same tightness. Alright, that's good. Let me pause the video, plug everything back up, and then I'll run combustor again, see if I shaved off 1 or 2 Celsius with the same slow fan curve. The temperature's pretty much remained the same ambient, so should be a good test. So everything's plugged in, back up and running. I'm gonna run the combustor test again. So got up to 80 Celsius before. The fan curve's the same, very slow from minimum noise. Like the fans are spinning like 800 RPM, they're not doing anything. And that's the way I like it, so I expect with no changes to the case, no changes to the fan, just nothing changed except for the thermal paste. So the results should be just about the same exact as they were. Should be back to 80. But it doesn't hurt to try it, so let's see. Let's run that benchmark. So right, it should be even a little warmer than it was earlier when I ran it, so let's see where we're at. Revving up. If I could shave off like, I don't know, 2 or 3 degrees Celsius, that'd be a miracle, but I highly doubt that, so I'd say tweaking down your heatsink real tight on the screws probably helps more than changing the thermal paste, because I mean when they install it, you never know you know what thermal paste they use. Did they make it tight? All that stuff. So, and in the future, when I feel like my CPU is getting higher than it used to get, like I said, it's not really hurting anything, the GPU temperature and the CPU temperature. I just do it because I don't like my fans revving up as little as possible. So every little bit I can do helps. So. Alright, so at 70 Celsius, it should... Oh, my score's higher than it was in the other 2 runs. That's crazy. I didn't crack 3,000 in my other tests. But, let's see, let's let it go for a little bit. It should get back up to 80. It's taking longer to get to 80, that's for sure. But it should get there, as the temperature in the case should be picking up, because the CPU and GPU, everything's working, so... Let me give that a few minutes. 72. Give it a little time to get up to 80. In the meanwhile, I should get some chicken that I made. Let me see. Park this right here. Watch that temperature go up. Let me get my chicken. Be right back. Alright. Got my chicken. We are at 74. Yeah, it's taking long to get up to 80, but it'll get there. Give it a few more minutes. I wonder why the score's a little higher. It could be meaningless because could just be total coincidence. Could be because it was a fresh restart. Maybe one less process running that I might have ran before. Started something up, triggered a service. Who knows? Also, the whole inside of the computer case cooled down because I had it open and everything was off. So. It is nice that it's taken the GPU a long time to get up to 80 compared to before. This is the latest version of Combustor, by the way. Just show me what CPU's temperature. Oh yeah, 51. CPU's sitting pretty. Yeah, so before it would have already been at 80 Celsius. But like I said, redoing the thermal paste, I don't expect it to give you a 4 Celsius improvement. It's probably ambient case temperature has to catch up. But it does feel, with my hand behind the exhaust fan, it does feel like it's got warm like it normally does. So the case is definitely warmed up. Like I said, I have the fan curve, and I don't use 2 exhaust fans at the top. I don't have any, let me see if I can show you. Stop eating my chicken for a second. Yep, I'm real sick, that's how I have to eat my chicken. Just plain. Since everything's wrong with me, I gotta eat chicken like that. See? No exhaust fans up there. Just those 2 140s in the front. And that guy to exhaust. Put my hand back there. It's warm. Not much air blown because like I said, I got it spinning really slow. These fans are spinning really slow. Even the CPU fan spinning slow. Pretty sure I got the 120s in the 800s RPMs, and the 140s, since they're a little bit bigger, a little quieter, I let them get up to like 900, which is fine. But look at that. At least, if I'm being conservative, 3 Celsius, but it was getting up to 80 before. Now it's getting stuck at 76. So, yeah, that little bit of work I did. Helped. yeah, that's that. If I could pull this all together, post a video. If anybody watched all this boring stuff, I'm sorry that you did. There we go. Went up to one and went up to 77 real quick. Then it went back down. Either way, if let's go to 77, it was definitely hitting 80 in like way less time, like in like 3 minutes. Now it's 8 minutes in, and it's sticking at 76. So, yeah, the GPU's getting its heat to the heatsink a little bit better because of the fresh thermal material. You know, that was a 2060 Super, and I got it long after it came out, so who knows? It could have been sitting in a factory or sitting in a warehouse for a long amount of time, you know, getting dry. Who knows? And they're probably going to dry out easier if there's not a lot of tension down on the heatsink, if it's not squishing it and let some air get in there and dry it out faster. So yeah, CPU is running fine, GPU is running fine. You know, whenever one of them gets out of line, I just redo the thermal paste. But yep, he's behaving, and I'm gonna finish my chicken. Thanks for watching. Maybe my next video, because I've been so sick when Ampere came out. Like I felt so bad. But maybe I'll make a video about. I'll complain a little bit about how I think everybody's giving NVIDIA a little bit too much credit for Ampere, man. NVIDIA's done a good job conditioning everybody into thinking that they're getting some kind of value, because they're not. They're good cards, man, but you're paying for them, so I don't want to hear that they're such a great value. But I'll complain about that in another video. Everybody take it easy.